Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, The Problem Child. Now, this is a plug for um a a subscriber of mine. He supports me. I'm gonna support him back. Dread Diaries. If you go to my page, um, he left. Just click on his links and look at some of his videos. He did a very interesting video about hip hop. Fuck. It's called "Fuck You Hip Hop." Fuck you and fuck hip hop, if I'm not mistaken. And if I got that Dread Diaries wrong, I'm sorry. But go look at that video, and that video is a powerful video, and I think it would open a lot of you people minds out here that cannot get it straight that hip hop is doing something that a lot of us is not liking. Yet you think we're hating. We're not hating. We're trying to let you know. We're trying to let you see things from what we're seeing. We're trying to let y'all figure it out before it's too late. That I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys. When I was young, in my teens, I used to listen to some of those. And I used to listen to some of the people that was like a Lil Wayne and like, all these rappers and Drake now. And you could see that it's crazy. It's very crazy. It's very crazy. But now when I grew older and I realized that this is bullshit, man. Because I had to grow up. I had to grow up as a man. I had to grow up as a person that I just wanted to see things differently. And actually listening to what people were saying. Instead of waiting for them to talk. And then go ahead and say, well, fuck you. You don't know shit. I had to listen and intake. And then ask questions. And if they can answer my questions, that's even better. That's even better. So, before, a lot of you idiots out there, and not all of you are idiots, but a lot of you jackasses out there, that's a better word. A lot of you jackasses out there, before you go ahead and start criticizing people for downing hip-hop and for downing music that they loved and seeing it in the state that it's in right now, shut the fuck up and listen. And listen carefully and then respond. Don't wait for the video to finish and then say, fuck you. Or in the middle of the video, type and say, fuck you. You don't know nothing about music. So here's the thing for me. I already talked about auto-tune and I said how much of bullshit it is. But now I'm going to talk about something. Is hip-hop evil? Is hip-hop today an evil force? Now, I'm going to start by saying not all hip-hop is evil. Not all of it. By far, not all hip-hop is evil. But there are some things that I have noticed in hip-hop that it's just, are you serious? It's like what Mr. T said, and I'm going to start off with the jury. It's like what Mr. T said. When I had the chains, I had the chains on to represent my ancestors from slavery. Instead of it being chains, now it's gold. But yet, Mr. T, it's the same thing. It's still chains. No matter if it's made from copper, silver, or gold, or platinum, it's still chains. Why is it that we feel the need to put ourselves back in bondage? Yeah, they keep us down. Instead of putting the chains on us forcibly, they want us to work our asses off and give them our money so we can have the chains back on. So yet we're still slaves. And I don't like that hip-hop. Actually, they got to flaunt the gold. They got to flaunt the platinum. They got to flaunt the diamonds. Yet a lot of these motherfuckers was wearing diamonds doing the Sierra Leone thing. You know, it's like what Kanye said in his song. He went to Jacob with 25,000 before he had a house, and he'll do it again. Why would you do that? In my case, I would rather be in the comfort of my own home than worry about gold and jewelry and chains, man. I said the only jewelry you actually need is a wedding ring, an engagement ring, and maybe a watch. That's it. A watch to tell time, an engagement ring to show your love and your appreciation, and a marriage ring to prove that you are entwined in spirit and on this earth. And that I will never take this ring off just to show the world how much I love you, because we went through hell and back. That's why I said when I get married, I want a silver and gold ring split down the side, because I want to last through our silver years and our gold years. I want those years to be satisfying and great, but yet I'm getting off topic here. But another thing that I'm worried about is the dynasty sign. If you haven't noticed, when Jay-Z used to throw out the dynasty sign, a lot of people used to throw that up, and I always, even at a young age, always was hesitant of doing that. The Rock, I was like, well, you know, it's Rockefeller, I understand, but yeah, that's a diamond sign? Really? You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it's just, it's something not right about that. Now, I'm not going to say, come on here and say Jay-Z's Illuminati and all that other stuff, because I have no proof of that. But it's just something about it that didn't get me right. You know what I'm saying? That made me just go, ugh. And, you know, by things like him calling himself Hova, there's only one Hova, Jah Rastafari, His Majesty King Selassie. You know, to me, that's the only Hova, you know. So I didn't feel right with that song either, the Hova song, and singing that song. You know, it was always something to me that just did not feel right calling Jay-Z Hova, because he's not my Hova. My Hova is on Mount Zion, you know. So those things come to awareness to me. It's just with hip-hop, it's like now it's about material things. It's about your cars and clothes. And if you haven't noticed, 1998, and it's a shame that my guys from New Orleans, Louisiana, these are from my hometown, were the ones that, the pioneers of this. They was the ones that was on TV, bling bling and, you know, diamonds and this and that. And this was doing the Sierra Leone thing. And for me, I was mesmerized in this, because I'm like, oh, did you see that chain? Did you see that? Oh, I can't wait to get that. I want that so bad. And for me, I was ashamed. I'm ashamed to go through that. But yet, you know, when you're a child, you're impressionable to a lot of things. So, but I'm just happy I grew out of that, and that I realized that that's not what life is about. You know, life is about peace, love, happiness. You know, helping your brothers and sisters, helping one another to grow in to the fulfillment of Christ, to grow in the fulfillment of love and happiness. You know, it's not about the diamonds and the chains and the jewelry, you know. I see a lot of people piercing themselves in hip-hop, you know, belly button rings, tongue rings, all that. Do you know that's how they marked us in slavery? Ladies and gentlemen, understand, you know. They marked us in slavery like this. They marked us. They marked us very strong, you know. They marked us very, very strong like that, piercing us, branding us, you know. That's why I see why a lot of people are against tattoos. I mean, if you look at Lil Wayne, the guy is a walking tattoo. Why is it that you mess up a temple of Christ? Because I don't believe churches are temples of Christ. I believe your body and your spirit and your mind and your heart is the body of Christ. That's the body of Rasta. That's the body of Jesus Christ. You know? That is the temple. Not the tattoos. Not saying God is love. Not saying only God can judge me. Yes, we know only God can judge you. But God knows He's the only can judge you. We already know God can only judge you. You don't need to brand that on you for the rest of your life. When you brand yourself, you're branding, you're living up to the fulfillment of what they want you to do, of what they need you to do. Boy, we are going through some troubled times right now. You know? So they keep us informed. They, instead of telling us about the news, they tell us about what Angelina Jolie did. Instead of telling us about what's happening with nuclear missiles, what's happening with this, they talk about that for 5 minutes, and then yet they'll go to Miley Cyrus wearing a thong. You know? Yes, that's also evil. Yes, you know. But hip-hop, they, instead of talking about what's going on in the communities and what's going on here and there, they only want to talk about, oh, well, I got myself out the hood. Now I'm this, diamonds, and that. You know, it's the same thing with Will Smith now. Will Smith didn't grow up in the hood. He stole the slang from the hood. Will Smith wasn't no impoverished kid. Will Smith is a second generation of rich folks. So where's the hood slang and where's the hip-hop coming from? Now I see why a lot of people was mad when he got the first Grammy. He was a poser. He wasn't hip-hop. Now I see why Lil Bow Wow, and trust me, I can't stand the bastard, but now I see why Lil Bow Wow couldn't, you know, went after Will Smith. This guy, he isn't real hip-hop. He's a poser. He's a poser. I'm just saying, guys, and I know this video isn't as strong as I wanted it to be, but this is something that I'm planting right now. I'm planting my seed, and I will be talking more on this. So this is just basically a part one of Is Hip-Hop Evil? But just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about those things that I said. And please comment. Comment, because I would love to hear people's comments about this. Is hip-hop evil? And my conclusion to some parts, yes. So that's part one of Is Hip-Hop is Evil? Look out for other parts. I'm out. Peace.